Kia team, and welcome back to Anno 1800 PS5 console. This is Sandbox Season 2 on Advanced. So, things have changed quite a bit since you were last here. I did a little bit offline to move things along a little bit, so I'll go over some of those um, and hopefully explain where we are and catch up with a few bits and pieces. So, as you can see, we have expanded some of our agriculture out here on the east coast, or as it were. I think here is actually the sort of the southeast coast. We have picked up some potatoes, we have picked up some grain, we have picked up some pigs dropped in a fire station because we don't want any of this burning down. We've got schnapps, got more grain, we've got our clay, we've got a warehouse to accommodate all these things, probably need another one, and some further sheep and some further pigs and whatnot and thing. We have a port, which is fabulous. We're getting to the stage where we can actually build things, just about. Which is great, but we want military vessels and we can't build those yet for reasons I'll get into in a minute. We have, this is just missing goods. This is the framework knitters. They're just arriving. Never mind what's missing. We're working on the brewery side of things over here to brew beer. We have soap and tallow and various things on the go. We have the trade union. We've picked up a vegetable grower from a quest, which was great. We have the seafaring trade union, but we don't have any seafaring. It's the harbour master's office. We don't have any of those right now. And we have expanded. Obviously, we were just over here. We have expanded out, which has meant we needed to shoehorn in some more things to meet the needs. Schools, churches, that's the sail makers, markets, pubs, various bits and pieces. We've also got our fire station in there, probably another one over here real soon, and shoehorned in some more fisheries because we need some more fish and so on. Over here we've got our windmill, which is making us some flour. We've got more framework knitters. We now have a mine, which is mining for iron, because over here we now have the steel manufacturing area. We don't have coal on the island, so we'll have to coke it, which means we make it from charcoal. But we are producing, albeit not a vast amount, and not be it super quickly, but we are producing, This is the gun, the weapon factory, which is next on my list of things to manufacture, because we will need weapons if we want military vehicles. Military ships. So there you go. So this is Scorastro, which is coming along, as you can see. So we're taking along plus 435. We have really gone down to the nubbins in terms of money, and but we've stayed on top of it, and we're now at the stage where we have the potential to upgrade these people to the next level, but we're not quite ready to do that just yet because we still have a few needs to iron out. Let's have a look at our needs on our main island. So this is in our potential, which matches demand on top. Production on top with demand on bottom. So we're doing okay with the timber because it's a production thing. Fisheries, tickety boo. Potatoes, tickety boo. Schnapps, tickety boo. This is a critical one. Schnapps, important you stay on top of that. This is the sheep and the framework knitters, and obviously the sails. So we're running a little bit behind on that. We have a sheep farm apparently on fire. Where the heck is that? This again. We keep having fires up on this side. Is it due to the presence of this thing? I don't know, but I'll tell you what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to I may as well put one right there, to be honest, because we've had a couple of fires up here. In fact, I think we had the Schnapps factory blow up at one stage. The fire services this perfectly well, accordingly. Still in the green and dark green, not even drifting out into the light green. So it's supposed to be like the fire doesn't even get over here. This one doesn't quite get all the way up here, which is a bit of a concern. But these guys should be tackling this fire anyway. Are they though? I don't see anybody putting it out. They came up here earlier and put things out. They might just be slow to respond. Let me see. Yeah, they're over here, look. They're over here, look. So that's fine. So they're putting stuff out, but we'll get this one, which is training the daring firefighters, and the daring firefighters are now trained, so they can get out and sort that out, which is jolly good. Because I don't know, we'll have to go back and have a look at the sheep. But I think the main thing is 6. Um, at good production, we need 6. So we're short. We're short some sheep. So we were putting sheep up here. We might just put some sheep down here in the consumables. Right. So there we are. We'll put sheep, sheep, sheep. Right. That should take us up to the requisite supply area. Can we go to the top? I do wish it wouldn't do that. Right, where were we? Sheep. So 8 and 8. So max is 8 and 8. 6 and 5 for clothes, which is great. This is another important one. If you start losing, if people are unhappy about their clothes, you will lose income desperately quickly. So it's important that you keep your framework netter. So we've got a max production of 6 over a max demand of 5. So that's fantastic. Clay pit and bricks is working good. We've got excellent for pigs and sausages. We've got the grain farms and the flour mills and the bread all working. We've got the sailing. We've got the charcoal. We have got the iron mine, which is great because we're in excess production right now. We are in excess production of the steel breakdown, and we are in of the steel and of the steel beams. Which is great. We're short on tallow. This is going to affect our pigs. So we need to get another tallow works. And we'll talk about the beer. We're working well on the malt. And we're working okay on the potential with the beer, bearing in mind that we have had to set this to buy it in. And we are buying it in, which is great. So that's all right. So what we need is another one of these rendering works, which is over here. People wants soap. So we'll stick that in, and that will undoubtedly change our pig issue, because we now have 2 and 2, but the demand on pigs, which is up here, is 3. So we need another pig farm. We've already put something in there. Don't want to go up there again. I was kind of hoping not to have agriculture up here, but I might have to do that. I think what I can do is if I put the pigs there, I can do 1, 2. Oh no, it was the other way around, wasn't it? 3, 4. I think I can squid that in there. 5 like that. There you go. So we've got pigs in there. We're going to need some additional workers to service that pig farm. So I think what we'll do is we'll run a little road up here. And we'll call it quits there. And we will look at this. There you go. That'll sort that out. Right, put that in there like that. Right, so that will deal with the pigs. Where were we? Please stop. Oh, you just stop. Thank you. Right, pigs. 3 and 3. There we go. So that was that. Where were we? Down tallow. Max production 2, max demand 2, max production 2, demand nil currently, but that's 2 and 1, beer 1 and 1. So there you go. So we've balanced everything out, and we're working okay, and everybody's happy, and you can see all that as evidenced by the fact that everybody wants upgraded, and we're clicking along at plus 347. We haven't gotten enough to build this yet, but that's okay because over here is our new island. Blimey, I lost another ship of the line in a schooner trying to get this island, by the by, but we did get it. We do have it. It is here. This is Ips Beach. It has, I think, coal on it. Am I right? Where's my? It has a coal deposit. It has zinc. It has iron. And it has clay, which is great. It has potatoes and furs and wheat, which means we can probably cover off most of our basic necessary ingredients to start our little settlement over here. Um, I think what I will do is I'll probably make this like in as much as possible its own self-sufficient little place. It's going to have some strong defenses because these pirates, man, they're pretty persistent around here. So I don't think we'll move up to having a shipyard because I don't really think there's enough space. But what I want to do is I want to get to the stage where we can be sort of self-sufficient. They should be able to make their own iron here, which means they can make their own weaponry, which means we can make our own defenses and we can start making an inroad into these pirate vessels, because we, as we've said, we need to secure a route to the new world, and this is it. So we have managed to secure this island at long last, and we can then work on things like maybe putting a little outpost down here for some purpose whatsoever. I mean, they have copper and coal. So we could definitely do that. Sorry, we need to go down here. We have over on this island, we have copper and coal and limestone and zinc, which will come in important for concrete later. And this is another little island which might be a little bit contentious. It's got iron, zinc, limestone, I think. It looks like peppers, which is great because when we get to artisans, we don't have peppers to be able to make any of the artisanal stuff. So that's going to be a bit of a drama. Yeah, so there we are. We are working on it. We are moving along. Things are progressing, albeit very, very slowly. Um, I say that very, very slowly, but I mean, one thing about this game at this level is you are really busy all the time. You need to watch it closely, you need to move closely, because I have no surplus. I'm at 5k, and you can lose 5k incredibly quickly. So we're there, we've balanced the needs, we're moving forward. What I need to do now is move forward on the other island, which is, as I've said, Ips Beach, and we need to start getting some production going here. Pardon me, and moving on. As you can see, from what's happening on the map here, we have Artur already has, well, he has this tiny island and he has this island, but he's gone and secured this island. Now I'm assuming same deal. This takes him to the old world, so the old world is out that way, and he needs that. So I've got this. Carl von Malching doesn't need to worry about it because he's got a direct route. She's a kitten, so she's not going to get into a fight with anybody, I don't think. So she's just going to blast in and out past anybody. So honestly, again, I've been handed the rough end of the stick because I'm here right next to the pirate. No one else is near the pirate. If the pirates were there or down there, it wouldn't matter a hill of beans to me. But oh no, the pirates are right next to me. So I have to get another port on this side of the island, avoid going around here, and go this way across the top side, and also from here go straight out. Anything down this side, I'm toast. She has gun emplacements, and the gun emplacements will take me out. So I got handed the rough end of the stick on that one, which is incredibly annoying.
What was I thinking?
I have no idea. What were you thinking, you silly man? So there you go. We move on, we progress, we move on. I have some things to do on Ips Beach, and I have some things probably also to do here. I'm still waiting on this gun. Yes, there we go. The gun factory is ready to produce guns, which is going to play merry hell with my demand for iron. But it's not a need, based issue. That's a production based balancing issue. Important you focus on your needs,
We
your
shall have
people's
something to
needs,
complain about.
and happiness, because that will absolutely drive up your income bonus. So invest in making these people happy, and then promoting as many of them up a level as you possibly can, because the higher the level, the more income they make for you, and you will see yourself right. But for right now, I need to go and deal with this island and grow some things over here, and I will be back real soon. See you soon. Right, security team, welcome back. Let's just fix that.
Your city has grown more beautiful.
Thank you very much, sir. Right, here we are. We are back. We have been running really close to the mark, financially speaking. But that said, we have expanded out quite a bit to accommodate our plans for development and also to accommodate more income. And we're currently clipping along at 419 a tick, which is fantastic. We obviously now have a shipyard. We can periodically produce gunboats because we do have
Stand to
the
attention for the boss.
weapons factory, which is producing weapons. So they don't have a warehouse in Raven.
You need a warehouse, you do.
You do need a warehouse. You do. I thought you might. We will probably stick one right there because I'm opening up this area for some development. So we've got this oil here, and I've kept this corridor free, so we can come down here, and I've left a road here which would be for the rail, so we can put an oil harbor in on this side, hopefully, and we can connect it up, and we can have the rail going up here and connecting to the oil field. In theory, we could also have it connecting over here eventually, but for right now, I've just left this corridor available, and I need to remind myself to keep it available for that purpose. Otherwise, like I say, this Scorastro is doing quite well. We've got a couple of schooners and our boat. We've put in the first of our major defenses here because we got so much pirate activity down here. It is absolutely mental. I'll talk to that in a second. In terms of the economy, you obviously see that we are ticking along. We've got a healthy population at the minute. We've got some healthy income at the minute. In terms of productivity, we are up on everything. So we're producing a little bit more lumber now because we have a greater need for it. We're up on fish equaling supply equaling demand. We have spuds supply equaling demand. We have schnapp supply equaling demand. We have our wool equaling demand. We have our framework knitters, more than demand. We have clay and bricks and pigs and sausages and grain and flour and bread and sails and coal, or charcoal in this case, and iron and steel beams, and all of these things are all nicely balanced. We're importing this nicely balanced and ticking along so that everybody's happiness and needs are perfectly met, and that is why everybody wants to upgrade to the next level. But before I start upgrading these people to the next level, what we want to do is we want to make absolutely abundantly clear that we have a pocket of cash, because what we have found out before is, if this would stop doing that, is that the minute you introduced people to the next level, they express how disappointed they are and they want more things. Which is fine, but we need a buffer, and we have run out of buffer to be able to do that. So I'm deliberately holding them back while we do a little bit more expansion, and while we look to generate a little bit more income and a little bit more of a security blanket in terms of making sure that we have everybody's needs met. In terms of kind of fine-tuning for needs and things like that, there's some things you need to think about, right? So this is a church, and these people over here like going to church. See, and these are the key. These are the need. You absolutely have to have these. Do not shirk on these. So this is a school, and but these things, they don't need them to survive, but they absolutely generate more money if you have them. Church is one of them. So I put a church here, and you'll see from the green lines how far the church goes. But I also put a church up here because I doubled down on that, because we're going to expand in here. We're going to build a big city, and it's going to be massive, and it's going to be out here, and it's going to be everything. Likewise with the school. So we've got a school at this end, we've got a school at this end. So these two are servicing the bottom here. We've got the police, which comes in important if you have some civil unrest. So I would suggest you have some. And we've broken down the fire over there, and there's fire over here servicing the industrial, because they have a tendency to cause fires. We've got a fire here, so we're getting ready to expand over there, and we've got a fire over here. Made sure that we've connected up some additional roads, so collectively between the three of them, these fires should be pretty good. It's a bit sketchy out here for right now. I probably need to connect a road through over here along the edge of this field, but I'm not sure it's going to have a massive increase. But we're going to steer clear of this area anyway, so we can put some periphery stuff around that. Obviously, make sure you have the market, and make sure you have the pub. And again, same deal. One servicing this side, one servicing this side, and one each servicing this side, and that keeps everybody absolutely happy. And the happier they are, the more money they're making. We're now clicking along at 652, which is fantastic.
Ship under attack.
Let's talk about ships under attack. So this is one of our gunboats, the Goblin Shark, which is attacking this thing, which is a pirate gunboat. So it's a pretty even match. I don't really know who's going to win this one. We might not win. We'll see how we go with this. Shall we speed along and see who wins? I don't know if we're going to pursue. Thanks very much. Go on. Marvelous. We did that. Always happy to have 2,400 coin. Thank you very much, my lady. So I've put up some, because I've got to keep these boys at bay, these pirates. This is going to be an interesting one, because I've never had to deal with the pirates quite so aggressively as I'm going to have to right now. So I've got this guy patrolling over here, and I might have to double up on him. And I've got this guy patrolling my channel here, because we're coming through this channel for trade. And we've got these guys considering the production of these things, but we need to get their brick manufacture up, which I haven't done yet. Where is their bricks? Is it over here? It's way over here, so it's a lot. So I haven't done that yet, because we have to take these pirates to task, and we seem to do a pretty good job of knocking them. They've got a pirate gunboat lurking over there. They just seem to supply an endless supply of boats. And I'm not quite sure how they're managing to achieve that. But we're going to have to take these people on. And my aim in this game is to destroy this place. And that's going to be an interesting challenge. And I'm thinking about planning ahead for that. So Calamity Cove and Anne Harlow, we are going to make extinct. And that's going to be an interesting challenge. And that's it. So we've got some. Oh, I can build this one now, and I've got enough money for it, which is jolly good. So let's get that gun. So we have now secured our main harbor, because these guns are pretty terrible. I mean, they will keep the pirate fleet absolutely at bay, no problem. When we get the flamethrower ones, they're even better. They're awesome, because the pirate fleet is always timber. I've never seen a pirate fleet in steel. The steel boats, completely different. You want the gun emplacements for that. But that, and what we want to do to take on this lot, I think, is we want the gunboats that can fire flame, because they really do to these defenses as well. But that's way in the future. But for right now, what we want to do is we want to contain these people as much as possible. I'd like to be able to make a secure trade route across here, but I think these things range is just too good. But we should be able to build an additional harbor here, and then shorten our trade route. Currently we have to go around to avoid the pirates. So that's it, main island, ticking along. We're up to 4k, we're pretty good. I want to be 25-30 before we start advancing these people up to the next level. and start having to pay for further advancements and things, which is fine. I'm happy to keep progressing the population out here and keep growing it. That's not a drama. I would like to get more production. We have copper. Wouldn't hurt to get that in, but we need engineers, obviously, which is the next step. We've got iron over here. Can build another iron mine. Absolutely not a problem. And another clay pit, absolutely not a problem. And we will get onto that, soon. No dramas. We want additional ports servicing things over here. Um, and that's it. And that's the main island, and that's the plan for the main island. Over here on Ips Beach, hello, Ips Beach is ticking along tickety boo, as they might say. It took a little bit of fiddling to get it sorted because you have to import everything, which is fine. There was a bit of monkeying around with the pirates and stuff, but everybody's happy and everybody's happy and everybody's happy. Dave, productivity wise, let's have a look. So lumber is good. We've got fish more than we need. We've got potatoes matching the actually, we're making an excess of schnapps, which is great. You can never have too much schnapps. And we're making an excess of clothes, and again, you can never have too much clothes. And that's all fine. So they're all working along, which is why they're all super happy, and why we're all super happy, and why everybody is super happy. This I'm allowed to build, but it will need engineers, 50 of them, to man it. And we're not quite there yet. And again, I want a little bit more comfort in this place, and I want a little bit more comfort in terms of money before we can do it. We wanted to get all of these deposits, and we now have secured all of these deposits. But we need to get clay and bricks going, and we need to have a look at some other things. Like I might even take, because this place also produces furs. I might even take some of this area and do similar to what I did in my first Sandbox season, where I had an island devoted entirely to furs. I don't need this island for massive amounts of civilization and money generation. So I don't need engineers and investors over here. What do I need this island for? And I need this island for all of these deposits, which are great, and furs. And if I can do that, that is great. And grain. Grain is good. I can have lots of grain. But I honestly think furs later on in the game become an absolute pain in the backside trying to get enough furs. You never seem to have enough fur coats, and you never seem to have enough furs. So I might take the balanced approach that what we might do is we might look to put a whole load of furriers up here. And they haven't come through yet. We don't have a demand for fur yet because I think we need to move on to engineers. So there's nothing out here yet, but that doesn't mean that I don't know that we need it. I do know that we need it, and as such, I need to plan ahead. So I think what we'll do is possibly you need a lot of space for furs, so we might leave furs around the edges. We need to get this sorted. We need to think about we're going to have to develop up in here for these mines and things, and we might just develop the town out to here. Keep the central core, and not bad. And around the edges, we have things like an excess of potatoes, an excess of grain. We can always ship that back to our other islands or ship it to islands elsewhere, and load up with furs, lots and lots and lots of furs. That's probably the plan for Ips Beach. And then what we'll do is we'll defend it like crazy, and we'll build a port, and we'll put gun emplacements there, and we'll put gun emplacements here, which we're already doing, and that's it. That's the only two places we really need to defend, and the only places we need to worry about. So there you go. We are moving on, moving on, moving along. We're not quite there with weapons yet, because things have slowed down a little bit because I'm running at a slower speed. But we are producing weapons, albeit slowly, and that's just the way it is. So that's what I did off camera, and what I'll do is I will probably continue to do a little bit off camera and smoothen a few things together, and I'll call you back when we get to the next stage, which is probably going to be moving these people up and looking at what we're going to need after that. But for right now, I need to get a little bit more money in the bank, and to do that, all I have to do is sit and watch and wait and make sure nothing falls over. I'll see you soon. Right, cool again, team. Oh my, oh me, oh my, what a lot of things go by. It has been a fraught and perilous last hour for me. I can assure you. So we have hit a financial problem. I don't know what's causing this exactly. Everybody's needs were being met, but
Ship under
we
attack.
we were we were hemorrhaging money. Um, 700, 800, minus 1,000 and stuff like that. And I kind of I tried as much as I could to fiddle about, and then I had to promote people and move people, and it's a bit of a spiral you get stuck into. You make more people, which then means you need to build more things to fulfill demand. And I think I was in part having problems with some of these warehouses needed upgraded and weren't upgraded, and therefore then goods were getting stuck and not getting to the producers, and so there was supply bottlenecks and various other bits and pieces occurring. Um, and it was really, really, really we were on the verge of bankruptcy, which meant unfortunately that what I had to do was I had to go and sell some shares. Now the issue is I've sold these shares to the Queen, but they're worth 383 a turn back to her, and for me to buy one is 40,000, and they're not going to get any cheaper. I can guarantee it. So the problem is that's showing plus 93, and it isn't going up above plus 93. I'm actually rocking along and I think plus 400, but I'm paying the Queen a lot of money, obviously, and I had to borrow that money, and it's the only way I've found to raise capital, which unfortunately means that we're up shit street without a paddle. Is the short answer, because I don't know how long I can sustain this um, before it all turns to complete turkey. So anyway, there's a couple of things we want to do. We have a frigate now, and the reason we have this frigate is because over here there is the New World Expedition,
Don't
and
come
we
with
want
doubts.
to get onto that.
Many lie out there.
So we want the I think it's the Black Rose, which is is the frigate. I think the Dulcibella is our flagship, and the other two are that.
I'll never get
So there's
seasick.
the Black Rose. They don't have a great morale. So what's the first thing that we need? The first thing that we need is rations. Can they take fish? Extra rations. They can. How many? Let's take 10. That takes that. Diplomacy. What gives us diplomacy? Let's see now. Medicine? Don't need it. Diplomacy. Diplomacy. That's not diplomacy. Anything else under diplomacy that I have that's actually I've got in abundance? No, this is all crafting and crafting and crafting. So beer it is. Well, we're gonna have to go with 5 because I don't really have any more, to be honest. And what's left? How do I get over there? Sorry. Crafting. What,
Ah,
what,
the time we pitch-poled in
what, am,
hard
what am
wind.
I missing here?
There's little left to fear
Well,
once your
that's
longboat
crafting.
goes end over end.
So there you go. That's it. Morale's not super. Um, don't know if we have any items we can take. We have, what is that? Contains an abundance of repair tools, which is useful for crafting. It gives us more crafting. Does it do anything for our morale? It gives us a whopping great big morale boost. So let's start there. They are going to go off. With any luck, they do not.
Ready
Because
for assignment.
I don't know if I can. What is that? I don't know if I can tell them where to go. So I can't. They're going to go. Where are they going to go? They're going to go wherever they're going to go. Is that where the new world is from here? If it is, that's fabulous. I don't have to go past those parents. It'll save me an awful lot of trouble. Um, right. So yeah, we've grown this place and we're trying to make more money, and we've now got artisans on the go. Um, the problem is that their needs are all met except for these things. They want canned food. I don't have anything to make canned food with, to be honest. I'm trying to buy it in, but I don't think anybody's got it. I've got out the demand for it, because we can grow cows, but we've got no peppers. No peppers. What's this guy doing over here? I don't know, but he's not getting peppers, that's for sure. What about this one over here? This one has peppers. We could grow peppers over here. It would make it a very small island. That would probably be our only possibility. I can go over here and I can have a look at what it's going to take to essentially put a pepper farm.
These shores again.
Cheerio! Good luck.
Treading paths never trodden.
That's us. We're over here. We're making our way over here. Where's my...
Flagship awaiting instructions.
No, not the flagship. Pharaoh. Because we've been trying to... We got one defense here, and we got this little plot. We haven't made any bigger yet.
Ship under attack.
But I think, honestly, that's one of my gunboats, I think.
You're asking for the cutlass.
Haha. Yeah, we're gonna have to just crack on with this one, I'm afraid. Right, let's see. What have we got here? Stuff happening. Bricks, please. And that. Oh, we're full. Oh, well, that's okay. Because I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to promote you, because we do have this clay pit over here, but I need people to run it. I need
everyone, back to it.
a lot more people to run it. So let's get on with upgrading some of these people. And then it will come with its own supply of needs. Right, so that's that lot underway, moving into the new age. So what we will need to do over here is we will need to give them a little warehouse, methinks. We'll put it there. Connect the road to it. No, not like that. It's a bit ugly. A bit like that. And we'll have to give them somewhere to actually make bricks with. There you go. That creates another demand. Of course, of course, of course. And there we go. So they're underway. And what are they going to want? They are going to want piggy wiggies. So let's run a road out here. Just straight for now. And what we'll do is we'll put some piggy wiggies out here. Like this way. 3, 4, 5, right? Sorry. And piggy wiggies. There you go. That's going to want to be upgraded, hopefully, because it's going to get real busy. Still need more workers.
We will be so much stronger together.
Will we? Sure we will.
The mother cradling the child.
Sure, I don't. That seems like a bit of an odd relationship.
You too would like her favor, eh?
Are you being crude, sir? I'm thinking entirely on diplomatic matters, sir. Right, we need a lot more things. We need a lot more things here. So there we go. We're going to need more timber production, quite possibly. Do it over there. There you go. I have a feeling I need another warehouse. Come on, we can speed up this wood supply. That would be very, 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 very helpful. So we can speed up the people and so on and so forth and such like and sing. Aha. Nearly there. Nearly there with farmers. Tick tock, tick tock.
Take it or leave it.
Non-aggression pact. I'm not going to pay you for it, though.
Vagabond.
I'm not going to pay you for it. Get lost. What is with these people that think I'm going to pay them for agreements? Honestly, people. Driving me
You
potty
reached
there.
a new
I see.
milestone.
Thank you. I see we are, we're now up in the plus 100s, which is slightly more reassuring than where we were.
Ship under attack.
But I really would like to recover those shares again, and it's going to cost me an awful lot of money. Not a lot I can do about that. I needed to do it. It wasn't something I was particularly thrilled about doing, but I did need to do it. This place is... Oh, hello. Let's chill this down a little bit. Oh, we can't chill it down a little bit? Okay, never mind. What's happening? Mysterious artifact tied to the warning a threat. Who put them there? Since the crew must know.
Uncertain shores.
No one is unholy the next morning when it cleanse the island. She shrieks. Nonsense. Set guards within and we shall have this rat. Capture them. Oh, the expedition fumbles on. Ooh, dangerous. Alright, come on then. Have some beer. That'll make it better. Everyone's been killed by a murderous beast aboard the ship. It's the Demeter all over again. Still, we got some beer, so that's alright. Right, let's slow this down a minute. What do we need? Where are we with this island? Sorry, before we get carried away and lose even more money. Making plenty of that, making plenty of that, making plenty of that, 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 and that. No bread. Right, well that's a drama, innit? Better get onto that then. Bread. Where's me bread?
A
It's
tiny
over here.
something to keep you going.
Why, thank you very much, madame. I was making some bread, which is tickety boo. So let's get on with that, shall we? Fill up this spot over here. That will make nice. And what we also need is one of these pretty little windmills. We like the pretty little windmills. Where can we put a pretty little windmill? I like the windmills. What about a windmill up here? That looks good, doesn't it? Seems like it's in its place. We can put a bakery here next to this thing when we ever get around to building it. So we gotta get that going. Because if we get that going, we'll get that going. Did you not? Have we not? I feel like, do we have guns? We do have guns. So we've almost built this thing over here. And before I forget, I sent a ship over here with the intention of doing this. Building a trading post. We need 10 timber and 8
We
steel.
assist however we may.
Well, can you go over here and get 10 timber and 8 steel? That would assist very greatly. Very, very greatly it would. Right, that's that underway. Oh, what do you know? Needs more workers. Stop going slow, will you? Speed this up. I'm conscious we're only just in the plus. Plus 58. What are we waiting on? Timber? Right, okay. I see that you're trading with us, which is grand. We want Uh, 10 timber, and we may as well take 10 steel. Because. And we're going to go over here
Ship
Coordinates
under attack.
plotted.
and do stuff. Someone's trading with us. Can we possibly recruit, promote some of these people? So then, you're waiting on flour.
We lack the requisite.
That's because this guy's
Nice
only
day
just
for it.
making it. Give him a chance to catch up, will ya? Right. This thing over here. Can we build it? Let's build it.
Amazing you know what to do with them all.
Isn't it?
Some like a brash colonial style.
Thank you. Blimey. We got
Ship under attack.
nothing, so we're gonna have to trade some stuff with that
A
island.
minuscule gain. You must be very proud.
I'm alright. I'm reasonably happy. Is that okay? Right. Right. I feel like chicken tonight. No, I don't. I feel like what's going on here? 8, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Right, so I feel like we've got this up and running now to the extent that they're making a little bit of cash, which is certainly helping me out. We've got their bricks on the go. We've got these people on the go. They're going to want things like schools, and they're going to want churches, and they're going to want things like that. This thing, which is going to require wood. And currently they have a supply of sweet nothing in that regard. This
Ready for
guy, I
assignment.
don't think needs to be over here anymore, because they were helping them out, but I think they're going to be okay.
Stations.
This, we are going to need more wood, I think. And what else do we need? Bricks, probably. Right, let's get you back over here and trade here, and then we can... Because, I
Steersman.
mean, essentially, we don't have a lot of space. So we're going to have to build a pepper farm and a hops farm that's going to supply very, very little. That's probably the best way to put it. It's going to supply very, very little overall. But it might help. It might help, because at the minute
What a
I
happy vision of yours.
still don't have anything from these guys. And we haven't even talked about, I got to do like sand abstraction and things, so I got to talk about putting in a big road and stuff. So we're still here, just about. We still have this many people doing this much stuff, and we're still now in the black, which is pretty good.
Plenty to get stuck into.
They don't like the fact that they're on the verge of the influence of the local church, which is over there, which is fine. Are they probably the same? No. School is their issue, so they're on the verge of the school kind of district area. These all seem to be okay. I think with this is I could potentially turn all these into workers, and I think they would be fine. Not that I want to right now, but I note that we're dropping. Here we go. There we go. Look, we're going down fast. We're going down fast, and we're going to hit the red anytime soon. And I'm going to not know why that's happening, to be honest. Is it these people or just continue? Yeah, something to do with sewing machines. Sewing machines has just dropped out of the market there. Which I'm kind of... I'm okay about downgrade, but look at that. The minute you downgrade, I think they'll pull back again though. I see what happens if this guy pulls back, because if these guys are going to be a pain in the neck, I'm happy to go backwards. I'm happy to demote. But it seems like they don't rebound with the same amount of income. See, so that was that one person was keeping me up. So I can go back here and do the same with this guy. Oh, that's exactly not what I meant. Sorry. That guy. And I could even promote that guy, and we're still making more money. So even with these guys being not super happy, you still end up better off. Although I'm a bit concerned that this is as a practice, because this has to have bad ramifications somewhere. Right, we still have enough workers. We're going on into the positives.
I could simply go to press.
You could, but let's see what your... That looks okay, go ahead. Right, let's see what
New
you're doing.
orders.
Yeah, I want you to just transfer everything if you could. That's great, and then you can go back in.
Take the rudder.
What are we going to need here? We're going to need houses. I don't think this is all going to be... This is going to be a tricky one, because
Ceasefire
we
has
are
ended.
going to have to essentially build this all. I see that was probably a bad thing to do. I should probably move this one. It's going to cost me money. I should probably move it there. And I should probably do this. Now you have a road. Right, I now have workers of a fashion. And I can put a road down there. Then there's the room for possibility of more workers. What I'm going to need is this thing. I need 10 farmers. I don't have 10 farmers yet. So, and the reason I don't have 10 farmers is because I'm going to need a market. And I'm going to need a pub.
The people celebrate your leadership.
And I'm going to need a road to connect everybody to the pub. Oh, did I... Not fast enough for you, obviously.
Ship under attack.
So we're still not doing great, and we're still now back to hemorrhaging money while I'm fiddling over there. What has been their drama? Bread again. What's happening with the bread? Bread situation. I've been promoting people and I haven't been keeping an eye on stuff. 10, 12, 10. We're only producing 8. That's just because the way it is right now. 4 and 4 and 4 and 5 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2. No, it says 2 and 2. 2 and 2. They're not working at 100% though. Why are they not working at 100%? Inefficiencies?
Ship under attack.
Need more workers. We're short staff. There you go. That's why. That's why. That's why. That's why. So we get that back up again. That should keep us happy. Man, you know what? I have blathered on absolutely enough at you guys. This is the game. This is the way it goes. We started off well. We started off with a hiss and a roar, and we have entered choppy waters. As is often the way with these games, you get to a point where it's basically a crux, right? And if you get past it, you get past it, and you carry on into the game, and it's all good. And if you don't get past it, you go bust, and that's effectively it. So yeah, we're into it. We're in the financial debt to the Queen. We are continually struggling to juggle demands. even amongst things that we know that we actually have. And it could just be warehouse space. It could be we keep running short of workers here. I think it's one of those spirals. Your workers get unhappy, and as a consequence, you end up in a situation where you're continually chasing new growth. So I don't want to continue to make one big block here. I'm going to add in about 5 new ones there, and hopefully that will solve that. So there's going to be ups, and there's going to be downs, and there's going to be pluses, and there's going to be minuses, and we're definitely in very stormy water. I was kind of hoping that we would get onto this and you'd see me come into the new world. Here we go. The faded link. Could this I'll do that. Bribing people you meet may convince them with your equipment is no way prepared for this action. Your crew won't be happy. Oh well, let's go with hiring the guide. Um, let's do it with beer. Really? Let's change the amount though. Very unlikely. Okay. Well, do they like fish? Still unlikely. What about that? Certain. Okay. Can I take my fish and beer back? Okay. I'm happy to lose the ship's chest. That's not. Let's do that. Your bribe was successful. Da, 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 da. Oh blimey, we don't have either. No way prepared. Let's divine the meaning of the glyphstone then and see what happens. Please be. One of the men is knowledgeable on his own theory. Clear the rockfall, or yeah, let's do that. Cities of gold. The route is climbing. You're forced to abandon. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Go on, carry on. Never mind. Yeah, I'd hope we'd get the New World Expedition out of the way, but oh my, there's just so much to do to keep our head currently above water. As a fledgling nation, we are definitely in the throes of the struggles of the everything of the everything. So we may not, on the positive side, we may not have to tackle the pirates because it looks like we may be able to go straight this way past our own little island. To get to the new world. So while we got this place, which is grand, and we still need it for version things, it may not be absolutely 100% required, which is great. But we have this little corner over here, which is us. And to be perfectly honest, there's probably nowhere else for us to go on this on this map, because all of the big islands were really taken right from the very outset. So that's that. So yeah, there you go. Thank you. Oh gosh, stick with it. It's tense. It's tense. It's nervous. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling like I hope the heck I get through this, because I might not. Honestly, I might not. I might. But it's touch and go. I mean, I've got to get the new world. I've got this tiny little island to build. I've got another island over there. I've got so much to do. It's driving me crazy. Oh baby, it's driving me crazy. So yeah, so drop us a like, stick with the nonsense, and do subscribe. Another one of these will come out eventually at some point, and it may be good news, and it may be bad news. I cannot guarantee the outcome. Anyway, if you want to stick with the farce and see what happens, do feel like coming along. That is all. Ta-ta for now. See you again real soon.
PlayStation